A couple of days ago, I asked you guys which Minecraft YouTubers you wanted me to interview, and some of the requests were absolute bonkers, but I did manage to come in contact with some very famous Minecraft YouTubers, and here's what I asked them. But before we get into that, if you want to choose who I interview next, subscribe and you will be updated when I make an announcement. Enjoy the video. Flame, my first question for you today is, when did you decide that you were going to start putting a lot of time into YouTube and creating hypixel content?
At first, I was just posting videos for the fun of it and just whenever I thought of a good idea or there was good news. I was getting about 300 views on those videos, and even though I didn't get big numbers, it was still a lot of fun. I was stuck at 300 views for months. Then eventually I started averaging 1,000 views per video, and I started caring a bit more and thought I was finally getting into the algorithm. I started an upload schedule and was consistent with a few videos getting even over 10,000 views, and that's when I started to be known in the community and had a decently sized audience. That is when I put a lot of my time into hypixel content creation, which is where I got my first series to pop off to get 10,000, then 40,000, and finally 90,000.
For my second question, I want to ask you who your biggest inspirations are in the community and whether or not they still exist.
A lot of people may not know this, but I originally did Roblox content before I switched over to hypixel. I was inspired by creators such as Pinkleaf or Zepixel, but then once I switched to hypixel, I saw how cool Skyblock looked, but I don't quite remember who I watched when I saw Skyblock. But the current content I've been doing was mainly inspired by Specular Potato and Laser Penguin, who had some really cool content back then. The coolest part of all this is eventually I grew my YouTube channel and got to become friends with them, which is a really cool part of being a content creator.
My second last question for you, Flame, is do you intend to keep making hypixel content, or YouTube
stay with hypixel my entire content creation journey? But that changed as the community started splitting apart and a lot of my favorite YouTubers left. I started playing 1.9 on servers like Tubnet and MCC Island, which were so much fun to play with friends. I actually tried branching out to this version once on my channel, but it didn't really work out. Right after I came back, I started bringing in really good views for my subscriber count, so I stayed with doing hypixel content. I really want to try branching out once more, but do it the right way this time. I'll probably be switching completely over to full 1.9 content and gameplay this year or early next year if everything goes okay.
And my last question is, why don't you reveal your voice?
There are multiple reasons I don't reveal my voice, but the main 3 reasons are the following. 1, I'm trying to keep as private as I can online because it can be a very dangerous place, and just not using my voice definitely helps protect me. Number 2, I don't have any good equipment and I don't have my computer in my room. There's a lot of background noise and loudness, but at the moment I'm working on a really cool computer setup in my room which might lead to my voice revealing soon. Number 3, there are also a couple of personal reasons, but yeah. Also, if you're confused, I have one of my friends do my voiceovers on my videos, and he's actually reading this right now. That is very true, I am. And anyway, thanks ItsLizard for having me in your video and interviewing me.
Alright Lizard, so my first question is, when did you first experience success on YouTube?
My first success was when I started posting tutorials on my channel, as it was the first time my videos started to get more than 20 views each, which was super exciting.
My second question is, what is your favorite video that you uploaded?
My favorite video I've ever made is my first unbeatable world record bridging video, as it started a series that I found very fun to make, and it was also one of my most creative videos ever.
My third question is, what advice do you give to new creators?
I'd say the biggest thing for new creators is that you have to find a way to be unique, as repeating what other players have done can only get you so far. On top of that, posting consistently and improving each video without a doubt is the most surefire way to grow over time.
My final question is, are there any creators in the community who you think deserves more attention currently?
I don't really watch Minecraft content anymore, so I'm not too sure about newer creators, although shout out to CalebIsSalty, he's the GOAT right now.
I'm sure you saw in our DMs that ItsLizard made a comment on how he thinks you're the best content creator out there right now, so what do you have to say about that? Also, congrats on 40k subs.
Thank you. No, me and Lizard are great friends. Honestly, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll say it back to him, man. I think his content's great too. He makes, I like the direction that his channel's going as well. Thank you for the compliment, Lizard. Appreciate it.
All right. So my next question is, you've obviously recently received a YouTube rank on Hypixel, and did that mean a lot to you, or was it just something you got because you could?
Okay, so I mean, I stopped making Hypixel content at the start of the year, but I mean, just as like YouTube rank has been a thing that I've wanted since like my childhood, man. Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not like a huge deal since I don't necessarily play on the server too much anymore, but it was nice. It was like a nice little thing. Like when I got it, it was kind of a surreal experience. I was like, wow, like I used to watch all these YouTubers growing up and they had this rank and I thought that was so far away, and then this year like now I have it. Like it's crazy to think about, honestly.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
For me, yeah.
My next question is, do you find it sad that the old style of Hypixel content, where people could just get views from playing in games, is gone? Because personally, I know you do spend a lot of time editing your videos and making them look really nice, so yeah.
Honestly, I am kind of sad that there's a lack of that content nowadays. I feel like in a lot of videos, like back then, a lot of YouTubers that would do commentaries, you'd see their personality shine a lot more than the current meta of YouTube videos right now, which is just like get as much, like edit for as much watch time and that as possible, which I would say there are a ton of YouTubers that have a good mix of both. They put a lot of humor and personality into their videos while also keeping it super engaging.
True.
But yeah, I'm not surprised that content isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's like, yeah, they did kind of run out of like ideas that worked, I guess, nowadays, because like it's a very limited game.
Exactly. But I mean, yeah, at the same time, I'm not surprised, but I do get a little nostalgic every once in a while, and I'll go watch a couple of YouTubers that used to make videos back in like 2017. I'd go watch all this.
I was watching Tommy and Bed Wars videos a couple of days ago just to remember like back in the day when he made those. Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah. All right. One of my last questions is, I've noticed your most popular video titled "Why is this Bill Clinton kid everywhere?" has nothing to do with Minecraft, and yet has gained almost 1 million views to this day. But despite that, you still continue making Minecraft content. Can you expand on that?
So, okay, honestly, I really did not expect that video to do that well. It was at the time of making that video, I was just coming off like a flop video that was doing great, but it wasn't necessarily gaining as many views as I wanted to. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Screw it. This, like, the Bill Clinton kid was a huge, like, it was a huge thing that was happening at the time that I made that video. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to make this video in a week. We're just going to see if it gets views and then whatever. And then it also was a tester to like, because I do eventually plan to move away from Minecraft content like years in the future into more like just fully fleshed out documentaries.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was just more of a tester just to see like, how is my channel, like how's my viewers going to receive this if I made a video that isn't Minecraft?
Yeah.
And it seemed to do well. I continued making Minecraft content after that though. I'm gonna be honest, so that way I could get the YouTube rank.
Yeah,
that was one of the reasons. And then also because I feel like I still have a lot of ideas for Minecraft documentaries. Like I feel like it's definitely, there's still a lot of room to grow in that area before I eventually move out.
Yeah. So one of my last questions for you is, do you give any advice to new creators in the Minecraft genre?
Yeah, I would say, and I used to be a victim of this too, is a lot of new creators will spend so much time trying to perfect a video.
Exactly.
Like they'll spend like, I have even some creator friends that will literally, they won't upload for 4 months just to make sure every single thing in their newest video is perfect. And it's like, yes, you want to make it the best possible, but at the same time, when you're starting out, just post, like just keep posting, because no matter what, it doesn't matter how perfect you're going to make that video, you're always going to have something you wish you did better. So just keep posting, throw a bunch of stuff at the wall, see what sticks, especially when you're starting out. Like, you know, I would say and also just be consistent with it, because it doesn't have to be like weekly or whatever, but just find a certain amount of time that works for you. For me, it's every 2 weeks that I post,
Your
and
videos
just
are
keep
really
going.
I don't know how you edit like that much in 2 weeks, but like I personally can't do that. So-
But yeah, just like just find a amount of time that works for you, and just post consistently, so that way people will know when to come back to your channel, and that way you can build a loyal viewer base before your channel like really takes off. I would say that's
All right, yeah, that's great. Thank you for your time.
yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, James. So my first question for you today is, after winning the Bed Wars tournament, you received a lot of clout, and some people even said you're the best Bed Wars player out there. So what are your thoughts on that, and do you consider yourself to be one of the best?
Wait, what the fuck is the question, bro?
So my question is, after winning the Bed Wars tournament, you received a lot of clout, and some people even said you're the best player. So do you consider yourself to be one of the best players?
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, I mean, I don't know. The tournament was a long time ago now, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. All right. So my next question is, our ranked Bed Wars YouTuber called Dewey has been promoting himself recently as the best Bed Wars player. And even though he's mostly referring to ranked Bed Wars, you agree that he's like probably one of the best players?
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best players.
Have you fought him?
Yeah, many times.
Do you think there's anybody that could be like better than him or close to him?
Well, I haven't played ranked in a long time, but before I stopped playing, I thought CalebIsSalty was really good, but apparently he also stopped playing recently.
All right. My third question for you is...
Oh, and Zlux. Wait, and Zlux.
All right, my third question for you is, do you plan to upload again on your main YouTube account and hopefully get YouTube rank eventually, or no?
Like, yeah, I do plan on it, but I don't know. I didn't really want to upload just like... The reason I created my second channel is just to upload like more Bed Wars gameplay, because I didn't just want to upload dead videos on my channel.
Yeah.
So I probably will upload on it. I just not like... I'll probably upload like some vertical shorts and then just like see how it goes.
All right, cool. So my last question for you is, what advice do you give to new streamers and content creators trying to make it in this community?
Find a new community, bro.
Facts though, the community's dead.